All right, and back at Chisholm's Mustang Gymnasium. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but hey, right in time. You know, if you're going to crash down, then you might as well do it right before the match gets started so that you guys can catch all of the action here on Paris Game Day. And so, Ashley, these two, Chisholm has state title aspirations, obviously ranked at the top 10. They are facing a ton of big-time competition. And meanwhile, North Lamar is North Lamar. You know, year in and year out, they believe that they're the best team in the county. And we are going to find out a little bit more about that here tonight as we get underway. And right out of the gate, the presence right at the net for the Chisholm Lady Mustangs is felt as they score the first point of the first set. Here in a second, we'll get you some starting lineups, and let's do that right now as this one is long. And the second point goes to the Chisholm Lady Mustangs for the North Lamar Pantherettes visiting here tonight. You're going to have Mila Gieslin, Brooklyn Enriquez, Landry Spencer, Lily Stewart, the libero, Alexa Lane, Ava Rangel, and Lacey Webster. Meanwhile, North Lamar gets on the board for the Chisholm Lady Mustangs tonight. Destiny Bennett, Heidi Wheaton, Kennedy Ball, Logan Meyer, Jaslyn Smith. The libero is Caitlin Springett and Addison Bradbury. And one, you don't necessarily have quote-unquote matchups, but you certainly have players of interest. And one thing that I'm really looking forward to is seeing the duo on this court as Enriquez finds no man's land and ties this thing up here in the first set. But you have on one side for the Chisholm Lady Mustangs, Addie Bradbury, who only knows one speed, and that is to swing, and to swing as hard as she possibly can. And on the other side, you have one of the best lady athletes in Lamar County, Alexa Lane, a Abilene Christian basketball commit who is just as effective. And there's Logan Meyer saying, hey, look, Bradbury's not the only one that can swing it out there. But Alexa Lane, Abilene Christian commit to play basketball. I know Coach Tisdale's excited to have her back as this ace just kind of finds the body of Spencer. And the Chisholm Lady Mustangs leading this one 4-3 in the early goings as Smith goes to serve. Back set, tap, yeah. Finds that line, does Enriquez. She's had a couple of crafty kills here in the early going. Nice serve. Received well by Chisholm. Set to the other side. And just can't get it inside the line. It looks like that one was a little bit out. What are you seeing in the early goings position-wise for these two teams?
Well, in warm-ups, North Lamar was slamming, and now it looks like they're placing the ball. And Chisholm's got putting a big block up each time, so.
And there's a big swing from Webster, handled by Chisholm. And Bradbury goes long. And is that strategic? You know that they're watching you warm up?
To an extent sometimes. The more you make a move, you keep tipping, you pull them in, and then you can start swinging away, and then you're swinging over them all.
There you go. Stewart sends it over to the Lady Mustangs.
Oh, good up.
Oh, my goodness. Fantastic defensively from Chisholm. And then you catch him out of position. That is a fantastic point for the Pantherettes. Spencer once again. There is zero you can do about that.
Not really. Those are hard to get out.
That ball has no spin on it. It catches the top of the net. You just really have no clue where it's going to go. And then just as we were talking about North Lamar playing that dump game.
Yep.
7-6, tight one here in the first set. And we knew it would be. Chisholm, not that they necessarily have anything to prove, but these are great, great bragging rights. When I say perennially, North Lamar is known as the team in Lamar County on the hardwood. As this time Spencer finds the net. The point will go over to the Chisholm Lady Mustangs. This will be Wheaton. That was a hot one in North Lamar. Stewart, admirable job trying to receive that one, but it came in scorching. Wheaton back at it. And once again,
She burned them deep, so they stayed deep, and then she served it short.
and that kind of control is deadly. And there it is again. I mean, it is just whizzing by their ears. As Wheaton goes 3 aces in a row to give the Chisholm Lady Mustangs the 10-8 lead here in set number 1 at Chisholm's Mustang Gymnasium. North Lamar able to handle this one, and then Bradbury standing flamingo footed. I don't know if that's a volleyball term, but it should be now. Job well done by North Lamar as Enriquez handled that serve, and then look who it is. Bradbury just punching a hole through the floor, and Coach Finley wants a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them. 12-8, Chisholm with the lead in the first set here on Game Day.
Yay! We're so excited you decided to become a member.
Thanks, I didn't think it would be this easy.
I know. We've opened up memberships so even more people can take advantage of our amazing services.
Are you gonna clean this up?
Become a new member and take advantage of all RRCU can offer. Experience the credit union difference anytime, anywhere.
No, seriously, are you gonna clean this up?
Do you RRCU?
Out of the timeout, my goodness. That was Wheaton again. If you see the action on that ball, man, it got across the net and just decided to die. And there's another one, this time handled by the North Lamar Pantherettes. Great job by Stewart. And then there's a hit. Does it land? No.
That was close.
That was close.
We got one line judge calling a touch and one calling an out.
Man, that is so tough to see. And especially with a ball hit that hard, because there's not just a ton of change in direction.
Right.
And so Lane, you know, we talked about.
Ref went with no touch.
Yeah, and that's usually how it goes.
That was a good up. That was a touch there.
Yeah, and you know, that Don't think there's not just a smidge of attitude when they show that touch sign, you know. You can already tell this one's going to be good here tonight. And the Chisholm Lady Mustangs kind of starting to pull away here in this first set. (16-8), and one thing, Chisholm has really been on a scorching run since Wheaton has been the one with the service duties, and they find another point. And that's what North Lamar really needs, is to, let's see, what do we have here? Substitution. Avery Curtis coming in for the North Lamar Pantherettes, and then a sigh of relief for North Lamar as Wheaton checks out.
It's a good run for Chisholm.
Fantastic run. Good handful of aces. And now on the other side, Alexa Lane. Let me show you how to drop it over the net. Smith blocked at the net. Fantastic job by Giesland. Set to the outside. That set kind of fell, yeah. Big hit from Bradbury. Let's see, North Lamar's way. They're going to say it didn't catch the line, didn't catch a hand. Lane continues her service. And once again, a little miscommunication, this time on Chisholm's part. This is exactly what you needed if you're North Lamar to weather that storm. My gosh. She didn't hold back on that one.
Didn't. Just gonna push back. That was close.
A little closer than you might have thought initially. If you're able to get a little bit better contact, a little bit better rotation on that ball, it'll fall in for you.
She closed the gap pretty good.
This is Bradbury serving. Back set. Job well done, Ava Rangel with the kill. And now it'll be her turn to serve. Junior middle blocker sends it into the net. And that's the kind of stuff in this situation you just can't do if you're North Lamar after Chisholm went on that tear while Wheaton was serving. And now it's Ball with a nice one of her own. Ball once again, and this one maybe a little geared up. Set to the outside. Smith is blocked, but it falls out of the chalk. And now Chisholm closing in on winning this first game. They lead 22-14. We'll be right back with the conclusion of this first set on Game Day.
Ready to rep your school and your wallet?
I'm here to open a student account and score that sweet school debit card.
With no monthly fees, mobile banking, and a debit card that shows your school pride, our student account is built for your game plan.
Get in the game. Open yours today.
First Federal Community Bank, the only bank you'll ever need.
First Federal Community Bank, the only bank you'll ever need.
And back out of the timeout as really just went over and talked about it briefly and then got back on the court. This point's going to go over to the Chisholm Lady Mustangs.
Looked like somebody was in the net, but they decided that it was after the ball went out.
Interesting. So Ball sends this one into the net. And that gives North Lamar an opportunity with Giesland to serve. Oh my goodness, and Logan Meyer between Meyer, Bradbury, Smith, who's now serving. They're real athletic, and they can play just about anywhere on the floor. North Lamar will send this one back over, and just didn't quite have the right handle on that set from Wheaton. For Chisholm, they are 1 point away from winning this first set, so you can play loose, you can play confident, and there it is. And that'll do it for set number one. Chisholm takes a 1-0 lead. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
Sorry you're under the weather, Susie. Here are those loan docs.
Thanks, James. I'm so glad we didn't have to delay this closing.
Tissue?
Thanks.
Secure and safe loan closings, or take care of just about any banking task. Experience the credit union difference. Anytime, anywhere. With RRCU's digital banking. Do you RRCU?
Sorry you're under the weather, Susie.
We're here at the biggest game of the year for the kickoff, and I say these local guys have no competition, John.
No doubt, Stephen. Why sweat in the press box?
When you can sit like a king.
And we got the best seats in the house right here, baby.
Where every seat is the best seat.
Oh yeah, Texas Furniture and Appliance. Local since 1927.
These players are definitely in their comfort zone.
You say something? My name is Montgomery Moore, and although we've changed our name to Moore Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Paris, one thing remains the same. Our dedication to taking care of customers and supporting our community will never change. Whether you're buying a car or getting one serviced, you'll see the same friendly faces and the same taking care of people experience. Come visit us in Paris, Texas, and see why Paris trusts Moore Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
And back at Chisholm Mustang Gymnasium, where the Chisholm Lady Mustangs have a 1-0 lead as we go into the second set. And Ashley, so what did you see from North Lamar in that first set? Of course, the Chisholm Lady Mustangs, a ton of talent. You want to give them a credit. What kind of adjustments do North Lamar need to make?
They had a hard time with their picking up their serve receive over there. Looked like that Mustang run kind of put them in the ruts. Had to dig out. It was a big point differential to dig from.
Yeah, 100%. And whenever it was Wheaton back there at the line, it was that's the run that they went on. And other than that, pretty back and forth, pretty even keel, but Wheaton was really the one that, a handful, 5-6 aces on that run, and then just the ability to recover after you do kind of receive it and send it back over. So North Lamar would like a hot start here, and they get that first point. Giesland. Stewart, and then smashed over. They're going to say, yeah, crept in. So an early 2-0 lead here in the second set. Giesland sends another one over, and great job by Chisholm keeping this thing alive and recuperating. And North Lamar, kind of a similar situation and not able to do the same. Jazz Smith to serve. And this touch, they're going to go over to the Chisholm Lady Mustangs. Couldn't get a Chisholm player to put a hand on it and couldn't quite get it to fall in. Smith just couldn't quite get the right angle on the ball on that serve. She'll take a seat. It'll be Springett coming in for Chisholm as North Lamar serves. Enriquez has had a pretty nice night so far. Able to handle the hit from Lane. Get it back over, and North Lamar having trouble right around the net. We've seen the ball kind of get caught in there a number of times early on in the second set. As Dirksen
I tell you, those balls that nip the net like that are so hard to read.
And Chisholm has gotten a number of them so far in the early goings of this thing. And that's also been a little bit of an issue for North Lamar. You can tell the communication just not quite there. And this time Dirksen goes long. And I guarantee you that back row might have had a thought of her previous serve. But you get caught right there. You're in position. It's coming at you. It's probably better to just play it instead of taking that risk, as this time Stewart. The net has been a little bit of an enemy for North Lamar, and
Oh, she brought it back.
oh, she did. Wow. Looked like that was Spencer. I'll tell you, that the angle of that hit that she needed was really difficult, but she was able to do it. And this one falls in. That's kind of what I was just talking about. Like, yeah, it seems long. You take that risk, and then it falls in. So Spencer once again. Wheaton sends it back over. Set. Here's Lane finding the corner.
That was a good push. It was a smart move.
Yeah, that was just volleyball know-how, being aware of how Chisholm's set up, kind of where they're positioned. Nice serve, nice receive, and then Bradbury sends it back over. This is a little bit how that first set started out, just neck and neck, 1 point to one, 1 point to the other. Wasn't until Wheaton got on the service line and that's when things change. But this time, let's see. They're going to say this one was out, and we'll go over to the Chisholm Lady Mustangs. Spring it. Yeah, and North Lamar, even that, it's a good serve. It's not what Wheaton was pushing over earlier. It's not one of those that screams and hits the net, but you can tell that they are kind of thinking about these services from the Chisholm Lady Mustangs as this one goes out. Alexa Lane. Back set. Bradbury, just too much power. Try to get that block at the net, and if it falls in between you, you're dead in the water. Kind of right the opposite if you're able to get it back over somehow. And Bradbury, I'm not keeping numbers here, but I'm curious how many aces there are in this
she's
thing.
gotten quite a few.
North Lamar is going to have a chance to return this one. And so just as it's not necessarily off of the services this time, but this is about where Chisholm pulled away in that first set. Job well done that time. Got in the net though. That one. It's going over to the North Lamar Pantherettes. And now they're starting to make a little run back.
North Lamar's looking for that run now.
Absolutely, and we talked about weren't really able to weather that storm in the first set. It looks like Chisholm got on a little bit of a run, and this time North Lamar has responded. There you go. Beautiful job by Enriquez. And receiving accurately, being able to keep that ball in a good spot for your teammates is really key for North Lamar in this little comeback that they're on here in the second set.
Looked like she was looking for it to hit that basketball goal.
(13-12). As Ball gets ready to serve. Enriquez sends it back over, drops it in, but a great job by Bradbury defensively. On the outside, nice hit. Couldn't quite see who got that, but smash nonetheless. Now Giesland. Ball sets to Smith. Smith to Stewart. And North Lamar.
Looks like it hit the
in
antenna.
the net, in the antenna, correct. Here's Jazz Smith. back set to Mayer. And not able to keep the block in bounds. And that's a point to go over to the Chisholm Lady Mustangs. Smith once again. Stewart back to Lane. Lane's trying to get her one. It's a set to Enriquez, and someone was in the net, it looked like. And
Thought they called Enriquez in the net.
16-13. And this time Lane just can't keep it in bounds, and timeout. That's a good spot for a timeout. 17-13 here in the second set. Chisholm leads 1-0, and we'll be right back on Paris Game Day.
Yay! We're so excited you decided to become a member.
Thanks, I didn't think it would be this easy.
I know. We've opened up memberships so even more people can take advantage of our amazing services.
Are you gonna clean this up?
Become a new member and take advantage of all RRCU can offer. Experience the credit union difference anytime, anywhere.
No, seriously, are you gonna clean this up?
Do you RRCU?
And out of the timeout, it'll be Jazz Smith continuing service for the Chisholm Lady Mustangs, leading 17, and there it is again, man. 18-13 here in the second set. Chisholm leads it 1-0. And, you know, up to that point, it hadn't been the service for Jazz. She's pretty standard getting it over. And that prior one had some nasty stuff on the ball. Man, awesome job at the net. Wheaton, and tremendous effort on both sides. And Chisholm just plays with such great control. North Lamar is going to score the point here. But nonetheless, regardless of that point, as North Lamar needs to make a little bit of a run here. But some of these that they receive, ball just goes where they need it to. And for North Lamar, and the self-inflicted wounds, that's really something that's hurt them here. You have Dirksen, ball setting up Wheaton, and North Lamar can't keep it in.
Webster's getting back in on her blocking game. She's just not quite found the court.
And Webster leads the team coming into tonight with 19 blocks. Is Lane? Wow.
Little miscommunication there. They didn't know who needed to go up.
Miscommunication, the presence of the net. Yeah, Stewart. Well received by Chisholm. And here's Lane just trying to touch it over. Couldn't quite get the ball to the spot it needed to be. And that's one of the things, I don't know, call it whatever you want, you know, ball don't lie, whatever the case may be, but man, Glad I didn't get it out. You know where I was
Yeah, I
going.
knew where you're going.
You know where I was going, and then Chisholm hits one on the net, but, you know,
There's been a lot of missed serves on both sides.
there have been. And Chisholm has gotten a little bit of the benefit. See, that receive is just fantastic.
Ooh,
and
that's
then
a good block.
great block, and then Chisholm just right there to send it back over. And then Lane.
Wide open.
Wow. That felt like it was in slow motion
Yeah.
until she hit it.
Yeah, that was a big swing.
Just perfect placement on the other side by the Chisholm Lady Mustangs.
That was a smart dunk to kill the Pantherettes' momentum there.
Yeah, I would imagine those just little dump kills.
Oh, good save.
Fantastic save.
Oh, I
Nice
didn't think the ball
block.
touched that one.
Yeah. You can see it coming from a mile away. Like seeing Bradbury just stepping back.
She gets a big approach. She goes way back there.
And that's exactly what we talked about as this game got going in the first set, is the swings that Bradbury for Chisholm and then Lane for North Lamar can put on this ball. Makes for a great, very entertaining volleyball match here tonight in Chisholm. Another big swing on the outside, that time from Spencer. And Smith with the attempt this time, but there at the net. Looked like Ava Rangel gets the block. So even though there's a little bit of a hill to climb as Alexa Lane goes to serve, you're not exactly out of it. You just have no margin for error. And I wouldn't call that any error. I would call that Jazz Smith.
There's nothing like ending the set on a big block like that.
Oh, that's got to feel great.
Carries a lot of momentum into that next set.
So Chisholm, speaking of momentum, holds a 2-0 lead over the North Lamar Pantherettes. They'll switch sides, and we will be right back here on Paris Game Day.
Ready to rep your school and your wallet?
I'm here to open a student account and score that sweet school debit card.
With no monthly fees, mobile banking, and a debit card that shows your school pride, our student account is built for your game plan.
Get in the game. Open yours today.
First Federal Community Bank, the only bank you'll ever need.
First Federal Community Bank, the only bank you'll ever need.
Sorry you're under the weather, Susie. Here are those loan docs.
Thanks, James. I'm so glad we didn't have to delay this closing.
Tissue?
Thanks.
Secure and safe loan closings, or take care of just about any banking task. Experience the credit union difference. Anytime, anywhere. With RRCU's digital banking. Do you RRCU?
And we are back at Chisholm's Mustang Gymnasium. And we knew that it would be a hard-fought contest between the Chisholm Lady Mustangs out of Class 3A and the North Lamar Pantherettes out of Class 4A. These two teams will get districts started here in about 3 weeks. For the Chisholm Lady Mustangs, they will take on Commerce on September 23rd, whereas North Lamar will take on a always tough Sulphur Springs team, also September 23rd. We mentioned North Lamar in district with Sulphur Springs, Pleasant Grove, Paris, Bonham, and Pittsburgh. For the Chisholm Lady Mustangs, Lone Oak, Commerce, Mount Vernon, Prairieland, and Rains. I know Rains is always a tough contest. Prairie Land, of course, big rivalry there. And it'll be Kennedy Ball getting things going here in set number 3 with Chisholm holding a 2-0 advantage. And right out of the gate, Spencer puts an emphatic first point on the board for North Lamar and steps back to serve. Smith, touch over, touched back. Great job there by Webster. Curtis. Ball. Oh, what a great placement.
Oh, we got a line judge calling a tip. All right. I guess that Chisholm block got a little touch on it.
Just enough. That was a fantastic set from cross court. As Ball sends it back over. Webster with a little push. She's off to a good start here.
Bounced right off Smith's head.
Three to nothing here in the third set. Back set falls in. Giesland put it right where it needed to go, caught that back corner. And North Lamar finding their groove. You hate to find it down 2 sets, but nonetheless, better to find it now than never. There's the first point of set number 3 for the Chisholm Lady Mustangs. And that'll send Smith to serve.
Just a little deep.
Just a little deep, and if you can catch with your eyes the rotation of that ball, you know if it'll sail or if it'll fall. Nice serve. And a nice return from Chisholm. Fantastic defense from the North Lamar Pantherettes.
Looked like Webster was in the net there.
5-2 here in set number 3. Pretty good rally there. Getting some digs up. And like you said, both sides here as Dirksen sends it flying out. Had a little bit of trouble being consistent.
Both ends.
Right on cue, yeah. Stewart sends that one into the net.
Well, Coach Finley once told me that volleyball is a game of errors. Everybody makes them. Just depends on who makes the least amount of errors.
Absolutely. Kind of a let the other team beat themselves type of situation. Lane, great rotation on that ball back over.
Good save.
Set to Bradbury. Fantastic job at the net by North Lamar. And Lane, once again.
When they get going, they get some good rallies.
Absolutely.
Got a little excited.
And so here's Wheaton. She was a killer serving in that first set, and here her first service goes well long. And if anything will help put that behind you, it'll be getting her off the line as soon as possible. Just couldn't quite catch the line that time from Curtis. The point goes over to Chisholm. And it'll be Bradbury to serve. That time just kind of a little case of ball not going exactly where you needed it to off that first bump. It'll be Bradbury back to serve one more time. And a great job from Curtis. Had an error a couple of rallies ago, makes up for it there. This will be Rangel. He's had some really good moments at the net tonight. A couple of blocks. And this time Bennett just kind of drills it into the net. (10-6) North Lamar. And Webster, timeout, Chisholm. North Lamar leading the third set, 11-6. Chisholm leads 2-0 here on game day.
We're here at the biggest game of the year for the kickoff. And I say these local guys have no competition, John.
No doubt, Stephen. Why sweat in the press box?
When you can sit like a king.
And we got the best seats in the house right here, baby.
Where every seat is the best seat.
Oh yeah, Texas Furniture and Appliance. Local since 1927.
These players are definitely in their comfort zone.
You say something?
Out of the timeout, Rangel will continue her service for the North Lamar Pantherettes, leading this third set 11-6. The Chisholm Lady Mustangs lead 2-0. As Jazz Smith have to push this one over. Same on the other side for Spencer. Cross court set, and I'm not sure exactly who that one was intended for. Kind of got caught in between them.
It looked like maybe it was supposed to go to the middle.
So maybe a mistimed jump.
Possibly. Sometimes they set what, back in my day, we called a shoot, and it's right between the middle and the outside, but it's the middle's ball. But if you don't get to it, you don't get to it.
And North Lamar, you know, being in a 2-0 hole is tough, but you can see they're feeling it here in the third set. Spencer sends it over, and it'll be Chisholm returning. Meyer. There you go. Fantastic job by Curtis. That time, no question where the set goes to. So when you say back in your day, have they changed the terminology?
Everybody calls it something different.
I got you. 13-7. Bradbury. Probably just a case of, you know, I hadn't really swung on one in a minute. Let's take a shot. See if we can't get some momentum back our way. But instead, it extends the North Lamar lead. And then Spencer finds the floor. 15-7. Here come the Pantherettes. And another timeout. 16-7 North Lamar with the lead here in the third set here on game day.
Ready to rep your school and your wallet?
I'm here to open a student account and score that sweet school debit card.
With no monthly fees, mobile banking, and a debit card that shows your school pride, our student account is built for your game plan.
Get in the game. Open yours today.
First Federal Community Bank, the only bank you'll ever need.
First Federal Community Bank, the only bank you'll ever need.
And back at Chisholm's Mustang Gymnasium, 16-7 North Lamar here in the third set, but make that 17-7. Chisholm with a 2-0 set lead. Kind of similar to that first set when Wheaton was at the line. Spencer, one or two aces, but really North Lamar has dominated while she's been at service. And what are we going to say here? Yeah,
It looked like somebody touched the net.
that's what I was thinking, but nonetheless, point goes over to the Chisholm Lady Mustangs, and it'll be Jazz Smith to serve. Curtis, who's had a really nice third set here, as Meyer sends it over and to the floor. Earlier in that second set, North Lamar kind of, it was late. Chisholm had 23, 24 points, but they were making a comeback, and that's a tough time to really get it back going. This is really more of your ideal situation if you are Chisholm, but Webster says, let me inch us closer to the 20s.
That was that set that she was trying to get a while ago off to the side. She got it that time.
So Curtis. Nice serve. Well received by Chisholm. Sends it back over. There's Lane with the touch. And again, it's just that anticipation on the other side of thinking, I see who this player is. I know what she's capable of. And then she just touches it over. Lane. And not only winning this set, but so far dominating 20-9. And then Webster with the block at the net. There's that unforced error that you were speaking of earlier. And especially knowing what kind of team Chisholm is. Dirksen. Step back to serve. Man.
It just hit a wall and fell.
And it doesn't look like much, that's not some burning, scorching serve. But it's almost like a curveball in baseball. It just falls as it gets to the plate. And a couple of points in a row for the Chisholm Lady Mustangs with Dirksen serving. North Lamar, a fantastic run, but certainly not in the clear yet. Can't get the block to fall in. And I know, 1 point, okay, 2 points, all right. There is going to come a time if Chisholm makes a little run that it creeps into your mind. Lane to Bradbury, pushes it over. There's Lane one more time, but Chisholm defensively doing a great job. Man, that right side for Chisholm. Alexa Lane came in swinging big. That might have been Meyer over there. And then there's the ace. And here come the Lady Mustangs. That's a good timeout. 20-15. We're going to keep it right here on Paris game day. And, Ashley, you're going up against a team that, it's almost a superstition type of thing. You don't want to say it, but, Chisholm, when you're ranked in the top 7, you're playing competition that's all 4A, 5A. They've played and beaten a 6A school this year. They think, a district title would be nice. Win a couple of rounds. No. They're thinking something bigger.
As they should.
Right now, they're in a 20-15 hole. And Webster gets control, sends it back over. Lane, I think maybe got caught in between. Do I want to kill it? Do I want to push it? 20-16. Oh.
That might have been out.
Yep, that was my thought. And then there's the push.
Yeah, they were all laid back ready for the kill, and she just tapped it over.
And I know, Coach Nickerson made it a point to tell her that was smart, good job, because she's told me before that Bradbury, she knows one speed, She knows go up there and swing for the fences, so to speak.
Well, the kill from a tip over isn't as satisfying as just smashing it.
Oh, yeah.
It gets the job done just as well, but.
Yeah. And then she gets kind of in between the two. Maybe it wasn't a burner, but she gets to hit it hard to the ground. And now 21-18. This is a 9-1 run for the Chisholm Lady Mustangs. Job well done that time defensively by Spencer. Here's the set to Lane. Lane with the big hit. Yeah, great effort at the net from the Chisholm Lady Mustangs, but when Alexa Lane gets a hold of one, it's tough to handle. Giesland, 22-18. And just great form, great technique. And Bradbury, showing an array of different moves, different swings. Oh, that's dangerous, yeah. Smith. The receive on that ball just caught enough over the net. 22-20, North Lamar trying to close this thing out in the third set. Whereas Chisholm's trying to close out the night. If they can create the comeback and complete it. Lane is going to go out. And now Chisholm is at the doorstep. So if you're North Lamar, yeah, so I'm sure you've been in situations like this. What goes on in your mind?
We got to buckle down. Just make the good passes, make smart plays.
Do you tend to play more conservatively?
I guess it kind of depends on the situation.
And the Chisholm Lady Mustangs have tied this thing up, and Mustang Gym is rocking. We'll have the conclusion of this one when we come back on Paris Game Day.
Yay! We're so excited you decided to become a member.
Thanks, I didn't think it would be this easy.
I know. We've opened up memberships so even more people can take advantage of our amazing services.
Are you gonna clean this up?
Become a new member and take advantage of all RRCU can offer. Experience the credit union difference anytime, anywhere.
No, seriously, are you gonna clean this up?
Do you RRCU?
And back at Chisholm's Mustang Gymnasium for the Chisholm Lady Mustangs, it'll be Caitlin Springett, the libero, to serve. And North Lamar once led this set 20-9. And now, it comes to that point where you're no longer playing, you're trying to hold on as Bradbury gives the Chisholm Lady Mustangs the lead. And I'll tell you, if you're Coach Nickerson, you love seeing the adversity that you fell into and how your girls responded to that. Lane crafty, but Chisholm sends it back over. And then there's Bradbury. She said, I'm done with the soft stuff, Coach. You got your one. Now it's time for me to go play. (24-22). Springett. Back set to Lane. There's Bradbury. Fantastic job by Lane. Finds a spot on the floor. And what is dead may never die. (24-23). Nice serve, nice receive. Curtis ties it up. Bradbury across the court.
That's a good spot.
That's a fantastic spot. Just the angle. I mean, both on the court and trajectory of the ball. Now 25-24. Chisholm battled all the way back from down 20-9 in this set. Rangel sends it across and it's out. And this will go the way of the Chisholm Lady Mustangs. And that'll do it for this contest tonight in Lamar County. Chisholm, they took down Paris last week. They take down North Lamar tonight. Of course, they got Prairieland awaiting in district. That's a lot of bragging rights for the number 7 team in the state. Congratulations to Coach Laura Nickerson and for Coach Jimmy Findley. A fantastic night for his girls. A lot that they can learn from this as they get ready and continue to prepare for district play that starts in 3 weeks. I'm Stephen Johnston for Ashley McFatridge. Thank you very much to Reed Preston, Jordan, Brittany, Ava, the camera crew. So long, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in to Paris Game.